So just some quick thoughts here. This is thinking about the hero's journey, and what the hero's journey seems to be is some kind of physical manifestation of sort of like the natural function of our body, which is what some would call an enlightened state. But the point of the hero's journey is sort of externalizing this journey we must undergo to become natural, to become whole, to know ourselves, to know God. And so the more times that life challenges us, and the more we go onto this hero's journey and find that sort of surrender to God, surrender to love, surrender to life, surrender to the truth as it is, and find that peace of not really having to do anything other than be present within our body, within our senses, and to do the natural things within that our spirit is sort of, to know the spirit is to know how to know how to allow it to flow naturally through your body, and essentially to learn how to have your desires be fulfilled from the sense of that spirit, from that naturalness, not from like the ego deciding, I want this goal and I'm going to be unhappy about things until I find this goal. But no, it's like when you surrender to what your spirit is actually trying to tell you through the language of your body, your physiology. And then that is sort of the language of God that you begin to learn. And so the hero's journey is when someone isn't really in their body. It's like they need this external thing to remind them to let go of the things in this world that are not really important or under their control. And no matter how they try to manipulate this world, the appearance of this world, it won't change anything. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't matter how many times you punch the water, you can only create ripples in the water, and water remains the same, uninjured. So it's like the more this hero's journey, we can so the point of the hero's journey is it trains our bodies to be receptive to love, to life, and to be able to sort of summon that, the experience of the hero's journey teaches us how to summon what we've learned physically on how to have that release of surrendering to God. And it teaches us this in sort of the mechanics in our body, because we recall the circumstances and the peril, and the adversaries. We can recall those and always sort of find the same underlying humanity which was activated in us under those circumstances. And so the more we go through this external journey, the more it trains our bodies to be able to do the internal journey sort of on command, so that we no longer need to have the physical process of having the external challenge of the world sort of teach us how to be in our body and to let go of that, which does not matter. And then so as we become very well versed in going through the hero's journey over and over and over again, our body becomes accustomed enough to all these different emotional states that are sort of overwhelming to us when we're going through it in the physical sense. But then when we learn mastery over our body, we can summon that and then go through these emotions as needed, throughout the day, throughout whatever, to regulate ourselves, to cry when we need to cry, to dance when we need to dance, to sing when we need to sing, to express ourselves verbally when we need to express ourselves verbally, to, exercise our bodies when we need to exercise, to do the things that are natural to the body that, for whatever reason, we sort of forget about the importance of all these various forms of allowing the current to flow through our bodies naturally. Yeah, and so to me, that is what the hero's journey teaches us, is just how to be in our bodies and to sort of have it internalized so that we can go through the process, as we've learned it on our various adventures throughout life. Anyhow, just had these interesting thoughts. I'm sort of, right now I'm in the late stages of taking care of somebody who's, about to merge with their spirits and go back, to the Father, the Heavenly Father, the Heavenly Mother, to be with the source of life. And so these are like, as I'm feeling the current of her, releasing her spirit, these are sort of the thoughts that have, sort of vibrated into liveliness in my mind. So anyhow, I'll leave it here. Have a good one.